Hello and welcome to Culturally Speaking once again. My name is Kimberly McLaughlin-Smith, your host, and today our guest is Dr. Amir Solomon from the Solomon Wellness Center. Thank you for coming and welcome to the show, Dr. Solomon.
Thank you for having me.
And our topic today, I'm so excited about it, is hypnotherapy. It's one of the practices that you are involved in our community, and I wanted to just kind of get a basic bio, bit of information about what it is that you do and how you became involved with hypnotherapy. Let's talk about how you got involved first.
Well, upon my release from the U.S. Marine Corps over 30 years ago, I was inundated with many issues myself: drinking, smoking, and an occasional use of dabbling in drugs. And I met the Maharishi Yoga on the campus of Michigan State University, who in turn taught me transcendental meditation and then introduced me to a hypnotherapist. And after 2 sessions, I stopped drinking, stopped smoking, and the thought of using drugs never entered my mind again. So that was the end of my conventional education, and I became a hypnotherapist myself to help my fellow Marines and other people who had the issues that I had as a result of traumatic experiences. So that's how I became a hypnotherapist, yes.
Wonderful. When we talk about hypnotherapy, where did it derive? Where does it come from? Where are the roots of hypnotherapy? There are a lot of misconceptions. Let's talk about where it comes from.
It originated in ancient Kemet, which is now known as Egypt. It was called then the Sleep Temple. The kings, the queens, the pharaohs went there to heal because they knew that when the body went into a trance, or the mind went into a trance, the body would automatically heal itself. And the ego-thinking mind, which we have today, is nothing but a big imposture that has us believing that we are who we think we are. So it needs chaos and drama to survive, so it keeps us in the past or the projection of the future. Now, the Egyptians knew this. This is how they were able to build the pyramids, with the use of hypnosis, which allowed them to reach their cosmic consciousness and awareness, which took them at a higher level than most civilizations, as we all know. And then it was passed down, and when the Greeks became aware of hypnosis. The word hypnosis means sleep. It's a Greek word which means sleep. But it was popularized by a doctor in the 30s by the name of Milton Erickson, who was a psychiatrist. And he made it very well known because of his innovative approach to hypnosis. And it's a comprehensive alternative to most psychosomatic disorders. We don't use needles, drugs, or surgery. It's just a question of the power of your mind, the subconscious mind, and selective thinking.
So when you talk about some of the issues that we as human beings have, and talking about cessation of smoking, I know that lots of people have come to you and to other hypnotherapists for help with these types of issues. Does it work for everyone?
Absolutely, not everyone.
No, not everyone.
It won't work for anyone. It only works for a person that wants to stop smoking. Say, if you came to me and if you didn't want to stop smoking, it can't make you do anything that you don't want to do. This is why it's so safe, because it's not going to go against your moral standard or make you do anything that you wouldn't ordinarily do. But if you want to stop smoking, I have a 98% success rate. But I make that perfectly clear before I take on anyone as a client. You must want to stop, and you must be ready to stop. Those are 2 prerequisites that must be met. And if that is not there, then it's difficult.
So your client or patient, I don't know how you refer to the people that you work with, they have to come in with an open mind, of course.
Yes, yes.
And that helps your work progress through their consciousness,
absolutely.
I would assume.
Belief and expectation equals success. You have to believe. See, you have to believe. Believing is seeing, not seeing is believing. And if you believe anything strong enough, you will see it. 90% of it is just the conscious aspect of it, because the subconscious mind has no volition. It produces what's dominant on the conscious mind. So it's best to think about what you want. Now, if you thought about not smoking, the reason people smoke is because the subconscious mind sees them as a smoker. Kimberly, I could tell you under this hypnosis, of course, that I'm touching you with a lit cigarette, but yet I would touch you with my finger, but a blister would form on your hand as if I actually touched you with a lit cigarette, because the subconscious mind can't distinguish between an actual situation or an imaginary situation. So under hypnosis, if I gave you a suggestion that you are smoke-free, the subconscious mind would pick that up and change the subconscious imprint that it has of you as a smoker, and then you will become smoke-free.
So is it that you are making people more conscious of their own free will and their own ability to kind of govern themselves throughout life? Because it sounds as though you're not giving people anything that they don't have. You're allowing them or teaching them to access what's already there.
Absolutely. Most people do not realize the power of their subconscious mind. We have 4 minds, actually: the subconscious mind, the superconscious mind, which, of course, the subconscious mind, the subjective mind, and the conscious mind, the objective mind. And you also have a cellulous mind. That's the 4th mind. Every cell has a pain memory. From the day you were born, I can regress you in hypnosis and take you back to your mother's womb, back to the age of 2, and you can vividly remember anything that occurred at that time, because the subconscious mind is like a file cabinet. It keeps a record of every event, everything that you've ever done.
Can you help people forget things?
Absolutely.
Through hypnosis that they don't want to remember?
Many people come to me because they would like to forget an old boyfriend, an old relationship, an old girlfriend. Yeah, you can forget as well. Amnesia, and pain, anesthesia, and analgesia. In many cases now, people who are allergic to anesthesia need to be hypnotized in order to have surgery. And it works better. The endorphins that our body naturally secrete are more powerful than any drug you can think of.
Oh my. Oh, and when we're talking about getting inside the subconscious mind of people that you work with, do people have fears that they are not going to be in control not only of their minds but of their bodies? And if people are out there watching us, how do you kind of quell some of those fears?
Well, the first thing I have to do is dispel all of the misconceptions about hypnosis, because the conventional medical industry represent publicly held corporations who represent pharmaceutical companies. So it's not popular to have hypnosis popularized. So many misconceptions are there. The biggest misconception is that you're going to lose control.
Yes.
Most people's exposure to hypnosis is stage hypnosis. When you see someone quacking like a duck, dancing with a mop, making a fool of themselves.
Yes.
So it's very difficult to take it seriously.
Yes.
So I have to dispel all of the misconceptions that were accumulated from the time a person first saw a stage show on TV or in a nightclub.
Yes.
But I'm not a stage hypnotist. I'm a clinical hypnotherapist, which is a big difference. So I do not engage, even though it works. When you see people actually barking and quacking like ducks, that same power that makes them quack like a duck can cure just about any autoimmune disease or psychosomatic issue that a person may have. And the biggest misconception is that you're going to lose control and start talking out of your head and saying things that you don't want to say, give control. No, actually what you do is you gain control, because the secret to possession is releasing. You have to release something before you can gain the power to rid yourself of the issue you came in for. So you surrender, not to me, but something bigger than both of us, some belief system that you have. Because the superconscious mind connects us to the universal power, the higher self, the God self, if you believe in God. Now, I believe in God, but many people don't.
Yes.
Sometimes atheists come to me and I say the word God and they just freak out. So
I would imagine so.
Yeah. So you have to, but it's just a belief. It's not a belief in me. I don't have any magical powers. I have skills. And by believing, you will allow me to utilize these skills.
Dr. Ben Solomon, I tell you this, I could talk to you for days. Our time is up for today. If I invited you back to the show, would you come?
Absolutely.
For more in-depth conversation
it would be an honor.
About hypnotherapy?
Yes.
It's been a pleasure.
The pleasure has been mine.
Thank you for coming to talk to us on Culturally Speaking today.
Thank you, Kimberly.
And we'll be right back with more Culturally Speaking after this.